I'm Andrew Moran, Liberty Nation's economics editor.
Very, very rocky.
Death by government.
Drain the swamp.
Hello and welcome to another installment of Liberty Nation's Swamponomics videocast. I'm Andrew Moran, Liberty Nation's economics editor. This week, U.S. electricity costs are quickly becoming a top issue for the Trump administration. In a recent interview with Fox Business, Energy Secretary Chris Wright admitted that a looming power bill crisis is his top concern. He said, quote, "It's what I worry about most 7 days a week. We want to stop the rise in electricity for Americans and reshore jobs and opportunity there." While President Donald Trump made artificial intelligence, data centers, and overall technology the cornerstones of Trumponomics 2.0 economic agenda, he and his team did not count on soaring electricity prices. Increasing electricity costs are not a new phenomenon, as they have remained elevated for the past 5 years, soaring 21%. However, it is something that could quickly spiral out of control. Outside of the 0.1% dip in July, the electricity subindex in the monthly consumer price index report has steadily climbed, including a 1% gain in June, a 0.9% jump in May, and a 0.8% boost in April. In the 12-month period ending in July, electricity prices are up more than 7%. But this is just the beginning of the story. As Liberty Nation News reported, prices have risen 22% for new power capacity on the nation's largest grid, PJM Interconnection, which covers a dozen states in the Mid-Atlantic, Midwest, and the South. Additionally, Goldman Sachs said in August, quote, "Critical tightness could lead to power price spikes and blackout with significant social and economic losses." What's more, 9 of the 13 U.S. regional power grids have reached low spare capacity levels. This is raising the threat of blackouts and power price spikes during periods of high demand. So what's happening? What's causing all of this? Two things: years of green energy infatuation and rocketing demand among data centers. First, consider what Wright told Fox Business in July.
Maximum energy output, but it has to be affordable, reliable, and secure. For 30 years, we have put subsidies. We've paid people to build intermittent sources that only work when the wind's blowing or when the sun's shining. The more of that you put on the grid, the more expensive electricity becomes for Americans and the greater the risk of a blackout. That is just nuts. That's what Europe did to push all their industries over to Asia. We don't want to do that in the United States. So yes, President Trump wants more energy. He wants affordable energy. He wants jobs and opportunities back in our country.
Second, data centers are contributing a significant share to the pending power supply chaos unfolding in the United States. Data centers account for 7% of total U.S. power demand, and this figure is projected to reach 12% in the next few years, equivalent to the electricity consumption of Scandinavian countries. So what does this mean for mom and pop? Well, it's not good. The National Energy Assistance Directors Association recently reported that the average household utility bill will surge approximately $800 from June to September, up about 6% in the same 3-month period a year ago. Can the White House resolve the situation before it spirals out of control? Right now, domestic U.S. crude oil production is at an all-time high and is eyeing about 14 million barrels per day. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent wants 3 million extra barrels of crude output per day. If prices remain above the break-even point of about $60 a barrel, it is possible. However, with a potential global supply glut, the incentive could be diminished. Robots are coming, and they are poised to feast on energy. That's it from this week. Please read my full stories on LibertyNation.com, and be sure to check out my previous Swamponomics TV videos and interviews. Liberty Nation does not endorse candidates or campaigns or legislation, and this presentation is no endorsement. Thank you.
I'm Andrew Moran, Liberty Nation's economics editor.
Very, very rocky.
Death by government.
Drain the swamp.